Welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. We are the gatekeepers. I am Emoli Edwin.
At Dennis Keton.
Yeah, guys, we are back on the EPL. Remember, we brought you the UEFA Champions League. And just a quick one, how are the results actually?
UEFA Champions League.
Yeah.
We had a great Champions League match day one, whereby we saw different results left, right, and center. But above everything, most of the teams performed as we expected. Mancity won. That's in the English side. Newcastle drew from the English Premier League side. Real Madrid won. Barcelona won. Inter Milan drew. Which other big team?
Bayern Munich, Manchester.
Munich won against Manchester 4-3. Overall, we had a good session for the Champions League. So keep it the gatekeepers, as we will be bringing you match day 2 in the next 2 weeks from
Definitely. On the other side, on Thursday, of course, the Europa League was played. We saw all the English teams actually, they impressed, except from Brighton, which of course they impressed playing, but they lost narrowly by 3-2. But of course, Liverpool won, Westham won. So we are back on the EPL, and this time round being on game week 6. We are bringing to you game week 6, which is exactly at 5. All games will be starting at 5. There's no early kickoff, so straight into it. Luton will be at home against Wolves.
The new boys being at home as they are going to face Wolves, guys, it's going to be a tricky one. Remember, Luton has not had a good start in the league. On the other side, the Wolves have been trying to get off their woes. So in this case, I feel like it's the best time for Wolves to actually get their first victory. I'm going with Wolves to win this game by 2-1.
Luton seems like they'll just go back to where they came from. So Wolves, this is your chance to come back again. So I'm expecting 3-1 from Wolves. The next match will be Crystal Palace against Fulham. Crystal Palace will be at home.
Crystal Palace versus Fulham. So this is always a tight game whenever the two teams meet. For the last time they met, I feel like the match ended in a draw, if I'm not wrong. But this is a game which currently, if you look at it, Crystal Palace lost the other game. Fulham on the other side, I feel they also lost. So this is a game which everybody deserves to win. So the question is, who has a better advantage? For me, I will go with the home team. So that should be Crystal Palace. Huh?
Definitely.
So at Selhurst Park. So Crystal Palace, they will be winning this game by 3-1.
Well, I feel like it's going to be a draw because Fulham, they're not that club anymore. Okay, Fulham, they're just being Fulham and they're trying their way as hard to come back. So since it's like that and I feel like they have equal strength, I'm going with a 2-2 draw actually in favor of nobody. It will be a spoiler. Mancity against Nottingham Forest. Now the game will be at Etihad Stadium.
Guys, this match comes at a time whereby Erling Haaland didn't score in the Champions League, and we know this guy is always motivated whenever he doesn't score. Then again, the match is happening at Etihad, a place where Haaland loves scoring hat tricks and many goals. The last time they met last season, Nottingham drew with Man City 1-1. That is when Nottingham were at home. But at Etihad, Man City thrashed them 6-0. We all remember the hat trick of Erling Haaland, and also Julian Alvarez was on the score sheet. So this time round, I feel like at Etihad, Manchester City, they're unbeatable. So they're going to be winning this game by, I think, let's give them 4-1. 4-1. Because Taiwo Oni, and of course, this guy, they signed Hudson Odoi.
Yeah, he scored
a very beautiful goal. So, so 4-1 for me.
Well, me, I'll give 3-1 because, of course, Man City, as we all know, okay, it's hard for teams to keep clean sheets right now. I don't know why, but I'm going with 3-1 in favor of Man City, the home team. Brentford will be playing against Everton. Brentford will be at home. Now, this one is another game which, to be perfectly honestly, fairly, I'm giving it to Brentford. Brentford will wake up massively with this game. Brentford are going to win this game by 4-1.
I also don't want to speak much about this match because I feel like Brentford lost their last match, right?
Yes.
And it's their time to bounce back and to show Everton that at Brentford Community Stadium, who is the reigning king. So give it to Brentford to win. And Mbeumo will be on the score sheet.
Mbeumo.
So 3-1.
Mbeumo and Wisa. Burnley against Manchester United. Now this game will be played at exactly 10 p.m. Kenyan time. Burnley playing against Manchester United. Burnley have been at home. Now I said this before, and I'll say it again. Actually, Manchester United are not good at away games, but that is compared to the other top 6 clubs. But when it comes to this, of course they are not small teams, but when it comes to these average clubs, they of course they get results, but not with so many goals. So this one I'm going with 2-1 in favor of Manchester.
2-1, yeah?
Yeah.
The last time they met, I think the match ended 1-1.
Yes.
But this fixture is fond of ending 3-1. This season, if we talk of 3-1 against Manchester United, it's something which they know best. Huh? So Manchester United will be coming into this game having lost 3 games in a row, which is something new to them. The most recent match they played in the Champions League against Bayern Munich away in Germany at Allianz Arena, whereby they put in a spirited fight, but unfortunately their defense once again let them down. They conceded many goals. They conceded 4 goals, and Onana is quoted having accepted or conceded his mistakes. Hopefully, the fans of Manchester United have actually heeded to that and they have forgiven him. But having said that, I feel like Manchester United, this match is a big deciding match for them, considering that they just must win because they have not been enjoying a good streak of performance. On the other hand, Premier League is not a league which you are just handed victory on a silver platter. You must work for it. So as they're going to be facing Burnley away, I feel like Manchester United, I feel like they're going to win this. They should win. Considering that Hodgland, their new signing, also debuted with a goal in the Champions League. So let's see how he's going to fare up moving forward. So let me give Manchester United a chance to win by 1-0.
Brighton against Bournemouth. Now, another team which lost in the latest match was Brighton. They lost by 3-2. I said backstage when we were with my guy here, Brighton has lost, so I pity the team they will meet next. It will be raining goals at the Amex. This one straight, I'm going with Brighton to win this game by at least, let me say, 4-1. 4 goals for Brighton, Bournemouth 1, so 4-1.
Remind me the name of Brighton's coach again.
Roberto De Zerbi.
Roberto De Zerbi is famous of saying something. For him, he would rather lose 1-0. No, he would rather lose by 4-0 than win 1-0. What that guy essentially means is he never settles on just one goal. He's a guy who will continuously keep on pushing and score as many goals as possible. So they're coming into this game having lost. João Pedro scored a brace in the match which they were playing AKE Athens in the Europa League. So the question is, can they capitalize on that hunger and come back and reciprocate it in terms of results as they're going to face Bournemouth? They will be at Amex Stadium. Guys, so give it up to Brighton to win that match. 3-0.
Chelsea against Aston Villa. Now this one is a mouthful one. Is Aston Villa from London?
No.
So Chelsea will be meeting Aston Villa, guys. This one is mouthful one.
Chelsea and Manchester United, 2 teams that are partners in crime, and they don't seem to be faring well in terms of results. But Chelsea, it's your time now to actually change that. You're going to face Aston Villa. Where will the game be? At Stamford Bridge.
Definitely.
The last time they met, Chelsea lost at Stamford Bridge by 2-0 to Aston Villa. And now that they'll be at home, a lot of work must be put. So Chelsea needs to stop playing just well, and they need to concentrate on playing well and actually scoring goals. The main challenge for Chelsea currently is not in how they play, it's in actually putting that ball inside the net. If they can actually work on that, I feel like it's going to be a good result for Chelsea. So I have nothing much to say about it, but just to encourage Chelsea players, just find a way of scoring. If you can score, you will get the results that you want. So otherwise, having said that, I feel like Oli Watkins also gave an assist in the last match. They actually won against Crystal Palace. They came back from behind and won that match by, it was 3-2 or 3-1, 3-2, I believe. So currently they are motivated and they feel like they can do even more. They have a player called Bailey. Bailey is crazy. He's scoring screamers left, right, and center.
My guy.
So let's see how this goes. But it's going to be a very entertaining game to watch. Chelsea will be pushing themselves to win it. So wishing them all the best. So Chelsea to win 1-0.
Well, I don't. Okay, Aston Villa. Okay, teams like this they tend to fight very well. They know right now Chelsea are not on form, so they will come. They will use all. They will pour all the energy into this game. Well, I'm going with a draw, but chances are very high. Chelsea, you need to put in more effort. You are not scoring goals. These people are. So I'm going with 2-2. I feel like Aston Villa might win, but 2-2 for me. Liverpool against West Ham. Now okay. Both teams played in the Europa League, and they both won by 3-1, right? Yeah, they both won by 3-1. They played in the Europa League. They are meeting again on Sunday, so there are no excuses. They played the same day. They are meeting the same day at Anfield.
At Anfield, Liverpool will not walk alone. So the only caution I have to put on Liverpool is this season they have started well, but they are actually allowing themselves to concede fast. So they are fighting from behind, trying to overcome teams. So they're fighting. They will be meeting an inform Westham. Westham currently have been inform. Out of the five games so far, they have only lost one match, and that came against City. So West Ham are playing very well, and they're actually doing everything right. Their new signing, WordPress, is giving assists and scoring whenever necessary. So Liverpool will have to be afraid of this young man. On the other side, Liverpool, their squad is good. Salah is giving assists and scoring whenever possible. Diaz is there. I feel like Van Dijk is back. So let's see how it goes. So on this game, I feel like at Anfield, Liverpool will continue with their good results. Remember, currently as it stands, Liverpool are among the teams that have not lost even a single match this season up to now. So wishing them all the best. So Liverpool to win by 3-1.
In the Europa League, Kudus announced or opened his account for West Ham. So I'm expecting Reigns going. Of course, goals going forward, and they're coming at of course Anfield. Having West Ham now, of course, their quality, they are in form. We have James Ward-Prowse providing assists. Kudus is here now, and
Bowen is here.
Bowen,
Susek.
Zuma, Susek, those guys are just good at set pieces. If that's what they'll be going with at Anfield, actually, they might hurt Liverpool. But irregardless, this one I'm going with Liverpool because Liverpool, of course, they are the fighting spirit they have, and they are little. Both teams are little, but I'll be going with Liverpool. Although no clean sheets, 3-2, a very, of course, one goal margin, 3-2 in favor of Liverpool. Sheffield against Newcastle. This game, Sheffield will be at home. Now, Newcastle, they didn't start the season very well. I'm hoping they'll bounce back with this one. Not just hoping, they will bounce back with this one. So expect, not miracles. What we'll all expect. So I'm going with Newcastle to win this game by 3-1.
The Blades versus the Magpies. Newcastle drew against AC Milan in the Champions League in match day 1. On the other hand, Sheffield gave Tottenham a run for their money in match week 5. They actually squandered an opportunity to win that game by actually relaxing in the extra added 10 minutes, which Liverpool found their grip. Not Liverpool, Tottenham found their grip, and they were able to come back and allowing Kulusevski to score that winning goal. The match ended 2-1 in favor of Liverpool, in favor of Tottenham. It is what it is. So as they're going to meet, I feel like it's not going to be an easy game for Newcastle. But for some reasons, I feel like Newcastle needs to come back. For this, I still feel like they're going to win. So 2-1.
in favor of Newcastle,
In
right?
fact, 2-0, 2-0, yeah. in
For
favor of
Newcastle.
yes.
Well, speaking of Tottenham, Tottenham will be away at Emirates. So, guys, of course, the best. Arsenal will be at home facing Tottenham Hotspurs. Now, this one comes at a time when both teams are enjoying a good form. Mr. Postenoglu, the Tottenham guy, the Tottenham new coach, is doing wonders. He's just on a good run, very good decisions, good subs, meeting Arsenal that thrashed somebody 4-0 in the Champions League. The same Arsenal that has not lost a game, playing against Tottenham, which has also not lost a game. And kando na hiyo, it's also a London derby.
Speaking of derbies, I think this is it will be the only derby this weekend. Huh? Speaking of derbies, so whenever Tottenham meets Arsenal or the reverse happens, it's always a beautiful game to watch. It's always at least it's always a game where you are sure that goals must be scored and people will be excited by the type of games. Currently, the two teams are meeting each other. They are both enjoying the top form of themselves in terms of the way they are playing, the way they are scoring goals. Both of them are scoring many goals. So it means that in this game, people will have to be careful, especially the defenses, because people are there who can score goals. So Gabriel Jesus is back, and yeah, we saw what he did. So it is what it is. So in this match, the last time they met, Arsenal won by 2-0. In fact, last season, Arsenal won both home and away against Tottenham. So Tottenham seems to be baying for the bloods of the Gunners. They need to make a revenge because the White Lilies really wants to overpower the Gunners. So the question is, will they succeed in doing the same? So still, Martinelli seems to be out still, but of course, talking of that, as Pogba just mentioned, in the Champions League, Arsenal, while they were facing PSV, they won by 4-0. Guess the usual suspects who scored in that match. Of course, Captain Fantastic, Mr. Odegaard, scored as usual. Alejandro Trossard, the replacement for Martinelli, was on the score sheet. The super sensational young player, you can vote for him as the young player of the season, Saka, was on the score sheet. And of course, to close the gap, their savior, Jesus, was also on the score sheet. That goes ahead to tell you that entire squad is ready to go. They are gassed up. They are ready to go. So I feel like it's going to be a good game. For me, I feel like at Emirates, not at where? At Emirates, right? Arsenal will be doing everything possible to win. So Tottenham, you're going to fall out as part of the teams that have not lost. So Arsenal to win by 3-1. 3-1 it is.
I really doubt that. Arsenal, of course, they will be at home. They are meeting Tottenham Hotspurs, which are currently unstoppable. They are finding a way to win, irregardless. We saw that against Sheffield. So this one, should I going with a draw, or there might be a late drama? But the late drama comes always in favor of Arsenal. But I'm going with the 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. Anything is possible. This is football, and that's what we are ready for in this league. So that should be it.
Definitely.
So guys, thank you so much for always keeping it the Gatekeepers TV. This is whereby we brief you, we talk to you, we give you all the previews, reviews, predictions, and all the happenings about football. So until our next episode next time, keep it the Gatekeepers. Remember to subscribe, share, and do whatever necessary you like. Remember, we are available on all podcast platforms. So as I will always continue saying, if you are the type of person who doesn't love watching videos, our podcast on all platforms are there to cater for you. As you're driving, as you're doing your activities, plug in your earphones.
We got you.
So otherwise, enjoy your weekend. Have a good one. See you next time.